I am a politician in exile for the second time. The first time to escape the Khmer Rouge genocide that killed over 2 million lives, including my parents. This time, if I were to stay in my country, I would be put in jail. I am here to talk about the country I love. Cambodia is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Cambodia is ruled by a former Khmer Rouge, Mr. Hun Sen. He is the longest ruling dictator in Asia. His children, his cronies, his tycoons own the top businesses in Cambodia. He controls the court, the judiciary, to arrest opposition, human rights defenders, journalists. But the people of Cambodia are not sitting still. They want change. And these are the examples. Every 5th October, the Cambodian independent teachers' associations attempt to bring their grievances to the Minister of Education, Youth and Sports. They never succeed. They are always met by thugs, armed thugs. Our teachers make about $4 a day, $4 a day. From the 1st to the 3rd January 2014, hundreds and thousands of factory workers went on strike to demand decent wages and safe working conditions. They were met again by the most better equipped army, the airborne 911. It was blood, it was a massacre. No independent investigation was ever conducted. No one was held responsible. Hundreds and thousands of villagers in Cambodia are victims of land grabs, of deforestation. When our victims, the women, the children, they are the poorest of the poor, march to the city to bring their grievances to their representatives, they are met by thugs again. These are the reasons why I have been fighting for justice for the past 25 years. The blood of our people are still in the streets of Cambodia. The journey is long, it's painful, but it must go on. In 2013, I joined the opposition party. Before that, I served under Mr. Hun Sen as the Minister for Women's Affairs. I was the first woman to hold this leadership at the Women's Ministry. They could not find a woman to hold the Women's Ministry. I was chosen in 1998, and until 2004, I was the Minister for Women's Affairs. I took control of the situation very fast because I wanted to change a Cambodian old proverb that says, men are gold, women are just a white piece of cloth. Gold, when it is dropped in mud, it still shines. When a white piece of cloth is stained, it is stained forever. Our victims of domestic violence, of human trafficking, would never have an identity if they didn't have another chance. Correct? Yes. So we changed that proverb. Women are precious gems. We had coalitions throughout the country to push for the adoption of the prevention of the law to prevent domestic violence and human trafficking. We held big campaigns so that women at the grassroots can campaign for their seats at local level, and thousands of them won. I am proud to be a leader for the Cambodian women at that time, but I was not proud to work for a government, the government of Mr. Hun Sen, that is so corrupt. Then I left. I resigned and joined the opposition in 2004. That opposition was led by Mr. Sam Rang-si, a former Minister for Finance. He was also trying to fight to eliminate corruption, and he was kicked out of the government at that time, and I joined him too. In 2013, the Cambodian movements for change, led by the youth, 70% of our population are under the age of 30, with smartphones in their hands. They voted for change. They voted for the opposition, for the Cambodian National Rescue Party, my party, a coalition of opposition parties. We got 3 million votes, over 3 million votes, but that victory was never given to us. So hundreds and thousands of voters went to the streets for months demanding recount of the votes, demanding re-election, and finally demanding regime change. Pado, pado, pado. Change, change, change. There was really a sense of hope in the air, but that all was finished on the 4th of January 2014. Again, Mr. Hun Sen used the armed forces. There was no mercy at all. They even hit, and if they could, killed our monks. But in 2017, at the local elections, we did it again. We went for pado, 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 change, change, change again. The youth would not let it go. At the local elections, we won over 5,000 seats. Can you imagine? Again, we got majority. And we shook the stronghold of Mr. Hun Sen. But again, we came up with challenges. Mr. Hun Sen knew that in the election of 2018, the past election of July 2018, if he were to let the opposition compete with him, he would lose. So in 2017, early on, he put together a scenario and implemented it. First, he arrested human rights defenders, put them in jail. Journalists, closed 20 radio stations, closed down printed newspapers, independent media, all gone. In September, early September, our leader, Mr. Sochua, who was a member of parliament like us, was arrested in his home after midnight, illegally, and he was a member of parliament with full parliamentary immunity. He was arrested. That was September. October, they had to amend the political party laws so that they can force the co-founder of our party, Mr. Sam Rang-si, into exile. November, the Supreme Court, a tool of Mr. Hun Sen, dissolved the opposition party. Our seats in parliament, 55 seats in parliament, were taken from us and redistributed to parties that didn't have any seat, didn't even campaign, and they got our seats. We lost all our 5,000 local seats, all. we are now banned from political life. Mr. Hun Sen went ahead and held the 2018 election, the fake election, but we mobilized the voters for a boycott. He won, because it's a fake election, he won all 125 seats in parliament. It is now a one-party state in Cambodia. But what Mr. Hun Sen does not have, he does not have legitimacy. And we don't intend to give Mr. Hun Sen legitimacy. Wherever Mr. Hun Sen goes outside of Cambodia, he is met by protesters, Cambodians living abroad, because inside everything is shut down. So we outside, in exile, or Cambodian workers, this is in South Korea, in Japan, people in France, everywhere, Mr. Hun Sen has a message from us. You are not the legitimate leader of Cambodia. We want real change. We are not just an opposition. We represent half of Cambodia. We are not just an opposition. We have defended the values, the freedoms, the liberties, the rights of our people, the land of our villagers. We are not just an opposition. We are the hope of Cambodia. This is a song I sang on the campaign trail. I walked the campaign trail with my colleagues for over 25 years. យើងជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរមានដីមានស្រែមានចំការមានគេដំណើរតាំងពីដូនតាមានទឹកមានដីមានព្រៃព្រឹក្សាតែនៅពេលនេះមិនធម្មតាអ្នកស្រុកភូមិយើងមានបញ្ហាដោយសាររដ្ឋថាអស់ដីអស់ធ្លី Change for the people of Cambodia. Free Mr. Kamsokha. Free Cambodia. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.